Today, we'll explore the beautiful poem of Proverbs 31 that praises a woman of noble character. She is the embodiment of wisdom, the kind of woman many of us aspire to be. As we study her characteristics, we will be challenged to live wise, God-honoring lives. Hello, and this is Significant Woman. It is my prayer that by the end of this video, you'll feel encouraged to step into your full potential, living out the purpose God has uniquely designed for you. My name is Edith and I work with a Christian organization in Uganda. I love children, flowers, and clean homes, but most importantly, I'm a daughter of the Most High God. Today, I will do some cleaning as I share with you some of the lessons I've learned this week. So if you have some tasks of your own, feel free to work alongside me as you watch. But before we delve in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to support the channel. The Proverbs 31 woman is not just a role model for wives, but for all women who want to cultivate a life of significance and impact. But let's be honest, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the high standard she presents. No one can perfectly model these virtues. However, it is important to remember that these characteristics are impossible without God. We are called to aim for them, knowing that through His grace, we can grow closer to this ideal. Proverbs 31:10 says, "A wife of noble character, who can find her? She is worth far more than rubies." A godly woman is rare, precious, and valuable. Rubies, like diamonds, are formed under immense pressure and found in hidden, remote places. So becoming this woman isn't easy, and neither is finding her. But that's what makes her so extraordinary. But also, Proverbs 26 says, "Many a man claims to have unfailing love, but a faithful man who can find." So godly character is rare in both women and men. So what can we learn from Proverbs 31 about living a wise life, and how can we apply these characteristics as significant women? Let's dive into a few key lessons. Number 1, be a blessing to others. In verse 11, we read, "Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life." A significant woman brings blessing and goodness to those around her. Whether it is her husband, family, or community, she is trusted and respected because of her integrity. Proverbs 21 verse 9 says, "Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife." Also verse 19 says, "Better to live in a desert than with a nagging wife." A woman without godly character drives people away. But when you live with integrity, honesty, and love, people trust you, rely on you, and are drawn to you. As a woman of noble character, you will bring good, not harm, to those around you, and your impact will be felt in their lives. Your family, friends, and community will find comfort and strength in your presence. Number 2, be delightful in service. Proverbs 31 verse 13 tells us, "She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands." She loves her family, her work, and above all, God. This makes her service joyful and meaningful. She doesn't complain about her responsibilities, but instead, she delights in serving others because she knows it is ultimately service to the Lord. Colossians chapter 3 verse 23 reminds us, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men." Her joy in serving comes from a heart of worship, and she embodies what Philippians chapter 2 verse 14 and 15 say, "Do everything without complaining or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure children of God." So my dear sisters, what is your attitude when serving others? Do you approach it with a heart full of gratitude or with reluctancy? The other thing that we need to do is to be hardworking and diligent. Proverbs 31 verses 14 to 19 describes her diligence. She is like the merchant ship, bringing her food from afar. She considers a field and buys it, and out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She's a hardworking woman and very resourceful. Whether at home or in business or in career, she gives her very best. In today's world, it is easy to fall into the mindset that we deserve to be pampered as women and that hard work is optional. But the Proverbs 31 woman shows us that a significant woman is diligent in everything she does. She balances her roles as a homemaker and as a businesswoman and also as a career woman, and in all she excels. Ladies, it is possible to have it all. You can be a career woman or an entrepreneur and still be a devoted homemaker. It takes diligence, balance, and grace, but it is achievable. Speaking of balance, this is one of the greatest challenges we face today, but the Proverbs 31 woman excels at living a balanced life. In verse 28, we read that her husband and children praise her, calling her blessed. She has found the sweet spot between work, family, and spiritual life. So my dear sisters, again, are you living a balanced life? Are you neglecting God or your family for work or entertainment? Ask God for the grace to bring balance to all areas of your life. Moving on, be a good steward of time. In Proverbs 31 verse 15 and 18, we see her using time wisely. She gets up while it is still dark, she provides food for her family, she sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. This woman is a master of time management. She doesn't waste her hours in idleness, but she uses them wisely for the Lord's work. So how are you stewarding your time? Are you maximizing your days for God's kingdom, or are you wasting time on things that don't matter, like gossip, addictions, entertainment, or even social media? When I picture the Proverbs 31 woman, I see someone who is peaceful, confident, and stable in every aspect of her life, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Becoming this woman takes time. It takes dedication, but also it takes God's grace. It is a journey of transformation, one day at a time, but the results will be worth it. If you're striving to be this kind of woman, I encourage you to commit to the journey. Seek God's help, and little by little, you will start to reflect more of His character in your life. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next video where we continue to study the Proverbs 31 woman. Stay blessed and bye.